Hello everybody. I've been asked to make a video and show what programs I use when I'm creating the videos for tests, gaming tests, side-by-side comparison between two settings. And I'm using different programs. For the side-by-side, for example, I'm using Premiere Pro, which is a portable version, but nevertheless Premiere Pro. For joining multiple videos with transition effect, I'm using Filmora, Wondershare Filmora. And to attach a picture to the YouTube video that will get uploaded, I'm using Photoshop and some other programs. I don't have a very high quality camera that I can, record from basically outside the PC to record the display with a tripod, to be very stable. So I'm using OBS instead to record those ones. I was searching the internet, YouTube and so on to find some good settings which don't consume whatever so much resources of the system, so it will not affect too much the tests. And I found very good settings that it does the job excellent with very good quality, and I will show it. So first of all, starting with OBS, I have it in my second monitor, but I will bring it forward. This is it, right? To record this video, I'm using display capture. But when I do the tests, when I record the games for the testing purposes with the side-by-side comparison, I'm using only game capture. And one note here for game capture. So to do that, right, when you install OBS, you just go here and add game capture, and it will appear this one. And in the properties, originally it's unticked this box with capture third-party overlays, but I tick it because I use another program. So to use it to be on, I use MSI Afterburner that will display the frames per second, FPS, CPU utilization, RAM, frequency of the CPU, the important data which I want them displayed in the videos for those comparisons to be made one to another. So yeah, just click on that one to make it on, to put it on basically. If you don't, then only the game will get displayed, but not the FPS and all the other statistics. You will see it, what I mean. Okay, so go OK. This is the first thing to do. Now, the second one, going into the settings, what's important here is in the output for recording, right? Audio track 1 and 2, because I have two tracks, one for speakers for the desktop audio and one for the microphone. So both of them to have it here, right? And now the settings, these are important ones. As encoder, for encoder, use NVENC H264. I have an NVIDIA GTX 1070, so it helps. For AMD, I think they have another one, but since I don't have an AMD card, I don't know the name, how it's called. And rescale output, I have it ticked to 1920 x 1080, so full HD, because this monitor that I'm using, the main one, is 2560 x 1440. So yeah, rescaling to have the HD. If you have it full HD native, you don't have to tick on this one, so just untick it, you don't need it. Now the other settings, these are very important. So again, I searched, I tested, and these are working very well for me. The videos created are not very large, big in size. This is what matters a lot when uploading to YouTube. Large files requires more time and so on, and the quality is very good. You will see it. So CQP, you select instead of variable bit rate or fixed bit rate, whatever. So CQP 18 key interval, that's 0. The others are pretty much default, right? Default, main, auto, and this is it. In audio, I just showed I have my desktop audio and my microphone. In video, it's selected the full HD. One more time, when I upload to YouTube, I upload in full HD, not 2560, 1440. And the downscale also is pretty important. Use Lanczos is the third option. You have bicubic, bilinear, and this one. So I'm using Lanczos, sharpen scaling 32 samples with 30 FPS. This, like I said, gave me very, very good, high quality everything. Hotkeys, I only use F10 to start and stop the recording. And in advanced, just process priority above normal, and the others are pretty much default. That's it. So these are the settings used. You can see the CPU utilization only 1%, which it doesn't affect impact on the gaming tests like really much. Actually, almost not affecting it at all. Okay, let me move it to the right hand side here. The next thing, MSI, you install MSI Afterburner also to include, so this one, with the MSI burner, you will have it on display, the FPS, the core frequency, whatever you want to display it. And along with MSI Afterburner, also install the Riva Tuner Statistics server, right? Because this one is also pretty important. And as settings on monitoring, you just click on whatever is here that you want to have displayed. I want the frame rate, for example. So initially is just not ticked. You see, properties not displaying, but I want to tick, so to have it displayed. And I also want to display the GPU usage, core clock, memory usage, clock, RAM usage, what I find and what I think it's important to have it displayed on screen. You guys can have it displayed, whatever you want. Only the FPS, for example, is just an example. But me, I want all these, Right, click on OK. And now we are comparing basically, two settings. In my situation, I already created two videos, right, using Xeon, Intel Xeon X5660 with RAMs running one time at 2000 megahertz and the second time at 1600 megahertz, just to make a comparison to see if there are some differences, using different frequencies, faster RAM basically, and there are not, but I did the tests anyway. Now, when you do, the same benchmark, the same scene, right? You have it, and to make a comparison, you want to run them side by side. So one of the videos will get displayed half screen, and the other one on the other half. It's logical, right? So don't close it, just minimize it to go into the tray. Again, excuse my basic English, sorry. Now this is important. You just open this one, the Riva statistics server, and you have here, it will display whatever you selected in MSI, the FPS, the core frequency, GPU, RAM, whatever you have displayed it. You can select it here. You can play how large to be, right, or small. The font, I want it to be quite visible because to be easy to make a comparison between them two. And here also you can choose different color to have it display. I like this teal color, so I will keep the teal, whatever magenta it's called. Now, like I said, I will have the same scene running, basically two videos with the same scene running side by side. So these statistics for one video, I want them to be displayed right half of the screen, but close to the right hand side of that half screen, and the other one, the statistics, to be on the left hand side of the other half. So like this, they will be side by side basically, but cut in half. Now I already said that I'm streaming also, but recording in full HD. That means 1920 times 1080, right? So 1920 divided by 2, that's 960, is the half of the screen. Okay, these will take, I mean, they are in length some pixels, right? So let's make an assumption and to have this one displayed closer to the middle, let's go here, right? Because here you can change, you see where it goes, and I want it to go to 650 and type enter. Like that, it just jumped away, but you will see it. So it's there, 650. And let's make a test and see how it looks though. Let's start Sniper Elite and see if it's running on half like we want to. Okay, let's put it full screen and you will see it. And no, I have to go even lower than 650 because these, right, these 46 degrees and so on, it's over half side. Let's go Alt F4. Let's go out and play again with this one. So I have 650. Let's go 600. Maybe 600 will do. So more to the left, basically. I'm coming closer to the left now. Okay, I'm closing this one and open again the game. This one is a little bit trickier since it's on the left hand side of the screen. Let's make it full screen again and see if it's in half. No, it's still not in half, but the idea is that yeah, you will tweak with it until you have these statistics displayed, you know, until the half of the screen. So let's go out one more time, and this time let's make it even lower. I will get there. So we have 600. Let's go 450. 450 should definitely do it. Close this one, starting the Sniper Elite the game and going full screen again. And this time, yep, it is. The middle is somewhere here. I'm watching the OBS to show them it's somewhere here. So yeah, we have it displayed on the left hand side of the half of the screen. Right. Exit game. So I'm recording, you know, the benchmark running displayed like that on the left half of the screen. For the second run, for the comparison one, the second file, I will run, and I want this time all these you know, FPS, all the statistics displayed on the right hand side half of the screen and starting from the half. Now this one is easier because 960 is the half, so let's not be completely on the half. Let's go 1000 here, 1000. Okay, type enter, close it, you run. Now the program, when you use the second run, right, the comparison one, let's go full screen, and if you compare, it is on the right hand side like we wanted. The half is here, so we will have one video showing statistics on you know, close to the half of the screen, but on the left hand side, and the second one like this showing to the right hand side of it. Beautiful. And of course you recorded, and then now to make the video combined side by side, the same scene, to make that comparison, I am using Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro. I have already you know, made some files. They are here, Far Cry Primal with RAM running 2000 and another one 1600, right? And also to show the CPU with the RAM at 2000 and 1600. That one I will use it for the final video when I will join all the videos together to upload to YouTube. But until then, yeah, let's start with Premiere Pro and to show you how to join them together. I'm no pro by any means, but after researching and playing, testing myself, I'm just making this video again as a request to show how I am working. Right, new project. Let's name this one RAM test. Okay, we create it in finished, it doesn't matter. This is the starting screen. Now media browser, I already have these videos ready, but you will select which one, in which you have those, right, those media files. You can go to another, you just browse it and it will get displayed on the right hand side. Okay, so I said I want my Far Cry Primal side by side, and as you can see, one has the statistics on the left hand side and the other one has the statistics on the right hand side. This one is for the 1600 and this one is for the 2000. So let's start first with 2000, or shall we go with 1600? Let's go with 2000, and you just drag it with your mouse to the creation here. Drop media to create sequence. There you go. Let's go this one, first video, or the second one. No, first video, like this. Okay. And the second one, you just drag it below this one. Okay, I moved it. Okay, let's go again. First, let's drag the 1600 one more time. There you go. Bam, like this. Should be okay. And the second one, just drag it above. Okay, like this. Since both of them, they have audios, right? Both of them, they have audios. I will keep the audio when it's combined only from one of the videos. So I will keep it only from the 2000 RAM megahertz. These ones, the audio, I will just mute it. So like that, only one will be, in the output, basically. Okay, I did this one. Now, since the first video displayed is the 2000, it's showing only this one. I have to crop them to make them half, and to do that I have to go to effects now, type in here crop, and it appears, right? And to add this effect, I just drag the crop one, right? And with the mouse I drag it over one file, and again I drag it on the second file. You see? Now they are also displayed in the video effects, so I can play with them. For the DDR3 2000, I want to keep only the left hand side and to get rid of the right hand side, since on the right hand side will be the other video with the comparison run. So I want to crop basically 50% of the right part of the video, 50%, and it's already displaying the right hand side as well. And to the 1600, I want to keep only the right part and to crop the left part this time. So 50%, half of the screen. This is it, half of the video, and they are 50-50 basically, and it's side by side. You will see how it's running. So let's play a little bit and see if they're running together. Yes, they do. They're running together. Now, if one video, it's longer than the other one and they don't start on the exact same frame, this is what you can do. Make a pause. All right, let's drag this a little bit here and watch this, because it's also important. You see, when I'm coming here and the second video comes closer to the starting point of the first one, it kind of automatically goes to the same frame. You see, I cannot move it like really smooth, like step by step or pixel by pixel. To do a smoother tweaking, you just unclick on snap. This is a magnet one, so like that I can actually drag drag, use the mouse to drag once, like really let's say step by step, so I can make a difference. It's still not pixel by pixel or frame by frame. It's something that I wanted though, but I didn't find any video to explain me how I can move only one from the two videos, you know, like frame by frame. Because now, for example, if I move, if I want to use the arrows, right, it's moving both scenes together, not only one video. But nevertheless, you have a better, you know, a better tweaking here mode by unselecting the magnet. Now let's select the magnet, and again let's go back because they are synced. It's running pretty good like it is. We are going for the start of the video, okay, and let's go with when actually it's going to start. There you go, to have it started a little bit. There should be fine as a starting point, should be fine. Okay, now to export you know, this final, let's see, video, the combined one, the side by side, you will need to do some settings, and I will link it in the video description. I was searching again the internet and YouTube mostly, and I found this video explaining settings, you know, for full HD, even for 4K resolution, who wants to do that. So how to export HD video in Premiere Pro, CC for YouTube or whatever, Facebook, Vimeo, and yeah, this is Matt Johnson. Thank you, man. It helped me a lot, and hopefully will help others as well. So I will link it one more time,
like
and he's explaining you know, what settings to change, what to do to have it
now let's set it in and out points
not
that Premiere
outputting
now before I go and change
size
width and
file,
height,
but
I need to
very good
a larger
quality,
file
man.
will result
And
in a
for
better
YouTube,
video.
that's great. I already used it, and
possible.
it's really great. Okay, this is a side note, and you will see I will get to those settings again. So I want to start from here, right? I want to start from here, but what's on the left? What's on the left? What's on the right? On the left we have the 2000 DDR. On the right, 1600 DDR. So let's add a text to this video so the viewers will see which is, if you know what I mean. Now to do that, in this newer Premiere Pro CC 2017, you don't have new title. You have to go to File, New, and Legacy Title this time, right? And you just call this one RAM frequency, whatever you want to call it. It's no problem. Use all the length. So in my case, 1920 1080, right? And it's not what is going to be displayed, only the name basically of the title. There you go. Click on OK, and it will display you this one. To add a text now, just drag with your mouse a box, right, like a square here, and you put in Xeon, no, let's X5660 DDR3 2000 megahertz, but it's too large, so let's tweak this one a little bit. Let's make it bold. Let's make it 60, so smaller. Okay, like this should do it. I mean, it should be some difference between this one and the writings to be visible. You can lower it if you want, like 50 if it's too large, but yeah, I think it's okay. Right, so this is it. Now leave some space here and go Xeon, or no, X5660 at 1600 megahertz. Okay, but this is kind of small. Let me go 60% though, like it was. I mean 60, it was a little bit better. Anyway, you can play and use whatever you want. Now I want this in the middle. I want this in the middle. Oh, I forgot to put here though DDR3. yeah, DDR3 1600. There you go. And now it's basically cut into half, so one is for one is for the other. Beautiful. Okay, I want a white color. You can change it, obviously. You can put a different color if you want to, like here you can, but I want white color. Anyway, I want a red outer you know, line, so to make it a little bit more beautiful and to make a difference, right, from just plain simple white. So by selecting these, right, I'm going to outer strokes and add color. I want it red. Okay, and let's go here 20. Okay, 20, and you see it has an outline border, right, a red-ish one with white and red-ish. It's looking okay. If you think it's too much or too low, you can change it here. 15, whatever, so not to be that much visible. Let's stay with 15. Okay, now I want to move this one right lower. I don't want it to be displayed in the middle of in the center of the video. So I'm going to Y position and let's say 1000. Nah, I need more. 1.2. Nah, that's too low. 1150. This is it. This is it. It's, yeah, almost with exit benchmark. Yeah, this is it. All right. And we close it. So we have it. We have the text add to it. And when I will put it over the video, it will get displayed exactly, you know, where I placed it. You will see it. I will close it. Now, you don't find the title, you know, with a file or whatever anywhere. You will find it in Project RAM Test. To export the video now, but first, let's go here. So Project RAM Test, and there you go. You have RAM frequency. RAM frequency. Now to add this one, I will remove the magnet because I wanted to have it started a little bit like this, right? And you see it's already displayed. Beautiful. Now I'm using the magnet. So for how many minutes, seconds, tens of seconds you want to have it displayed? Me, since it's a comparison, a side-by-side videos of the same scene, I want to have it displayed throughout all the video, and I will drag it basically with the mouse till the end and maybe even over a little bit. There you go. So the starting point, I want it to be this one, right? Is it okay? Yeah, it's okay. So this is the starting point, right? And I click on I on the keyboard. Is between O and U. So I, you see, this is the starting point, and the ending point of it. Let's see. Let's not go too advanced because it doesn't keep up. The ending point. Come on. Yes, keep up, keep up. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy, beautiful CPU. There you go. Okay. Coming closer to the end. All right. It caught up. Well, now I have a 4790K. The Xeon was powerful, even though it's an old CPU, was powerful to use, you know, with these tasks. The 2 extra cores and the 2 threads obviously helping, in total like 4 more cores obviously helping, you can imagine. So I'm getting closer to the end of the video. There you go, and displaying the end result. Bam. Let's run it for some seconds, right? And this is it. We want to end it here. Now we hit O So it's next to I, the starting point is I, and O, basically for in and out. So yeah, it will export basically only, you know, this area. And to do that, you just click Control M and it will display you this one. Now, one more time, watch this video, how to export HD video in Premiere Pro CC. He will explain everything you need and want to know. A great video. One more time, thank you, man, for it. Really helped me a lot. And yeah, I already saved my presets, so format it's H.264, and yeah, it's 1920 for me with 1080 30 FPS. This is what I want with VBR 1540. That's it's VBR 2 pass. Target is minimum 15 megabits per second and maximum 40. You will see it right in the end there. So one more time, watch that video and you will get it however you want it to be. Now, when everything is set up and ready, the audio, the video, so you want to export it, just plain simple, click on export and it will start to do the job. We have to wait a little bit, right? One more time, I don't have a camera just to pause and pause, so have to bear with. It's not very long, so it shouldn't take like a big amount of time. We have it displayed there. All right, and the next one, after I create this video, if you want more, again, you open another project, you use the same features with crop, blah blah blah. You have seen all the steps. Don't forget, if it's not aligned with the frames, so if you want to align it, don't forget to unclick on that magnet, so to be able, you know, to play with one video like smoother, because using the magnet, when it's getting close to the starting point of the first one, it just drags it automatically to that frame. So it's a bit annoying. One more time, I will try, you know, to search more for how to even find tweak to move it one video only one frame at a time, but I didn't find yet. Anyway, this is pretty smooth, and even in some videos, if they are not aligned perfectly at the same frame, is not a big difference, like 1-2 frames, they are looking okay. Okay, so slowly we have this video being combined, and you will see the final product. Again, it's a very good quality. If you want different, you can play with different settings, but I didn't need to, and using the way it is, and I showed it already. Here we are, the video is created. I have it in finished, and it's called okay, I forgot to name it. One thing here, when you hit Control M, here you change the name. Since I already had you know, that name, it automatically changed to 1 to not overwrite it. So here you change whatever name you want, but again, it automatically, you know, renamed it to number 1. I won't go through that process again, just to show it. It's here. This is the final product, right? It's side by side, and you have them displayed, so like that you can see the differences. If there are any differences, they are running pretty much in sync. Maybe like 1 frame difference you can see in the middle, but nothing again like out of the line, huge. The quality is very good. I love it. So this is it. Let's call this one now 4.2 gigahertz combined, right? And this is it. Okay, and now to upload to YouTube, right, this comparisons video, you need to merge them, more than one. I have here prepared some videos already with the CPU showing 1600 megahertz RAM to 2000 megahertz RAM, and this video combined, and also with Wondershare Filmora I'm adding transition between the scenes to have like a smoother one with some effects, not like jumping from one to another like that, from 1 second to another, right? It is looking better. So let's start now Wondershare Filmora, and I'll show you how to do it. There you go, full feature mode, and I have already the videos prepared here, right? You click on import. If you want to import more media files, you just browse and you import whatever. If you want to take them out, just right click on it and delete. It will delete it from the working load. Oh, I forgot to, now that I don't need it, to stop the MSI because I'm not using it anymore. So minimize and maximize. There you go. Now I will close also the Premiere. So if you want to start another, side-by-side video, just close this one and you start with new by dragging one by one. Using the crop, you find it in the effects crop, but being selected already, you just have to drag with your mouse to one video, then to another, and from here to crop it, right hand side, left hand side, all the procedures basically. But I will close now, but yeah, because I don't need it anymore. So using Filmora, starting though with the CPU showing first 2000, right, megahertz. So just click on this plus, add to project, and it will add it here. Now let's make it shorter, trim it a little bit, because I want it to start when it's displaying this, just before displaying. Okay, with your mouse, with your arrows, you go left, right until you want the starting point. To cut this one, right click on the small portion, split and delete. Where are you? Delete, there you go. And it's starting from where you want. Now the ending point will be until, I don't want that real temp because it's not important. Each and every CPU has a different one, so it's not that important. One more time. So yeah, let's get rid of this one, which is more than I want. So split and cut this one, and it will keep only what I want perfectly. Now adding a transition, because this is the first scene. So to make the transition to the first one, now go to transition bar, and here you have more options. Depends what you want to use, what you like more, and you can see it, right? For example, cube, you click on this one, and from one video to another, it's like rolling like a cube from one edge or face to another one. It's a pretty nice one, to be honest. Okay, let's use the cube. It's not that important. You will use whatever you like it in the end. For example, let's check this dissolve, right? If you play it, you got the idea anyway. Cross merge. So this one, it's going like this. It's nice. Let's use cross merge. It doesn't matter. Only showing like a tutorial. So you add it. You just drag with your mouse and you add it to the end of the first video. Now with the arrow keys, you go close to the end of it and go to media and select the second one with 1600 now megahertz. Click on plus and it will add right to the next one. Again, I don't want the full length of it, only to start from the starting point from this one. Again, using the mouse like this. This is the starting point. Here I go and right click split, right click on this one and delete, and it will keep only what I want. The same I will do toward the end of it until I have this one displayed. Yeah, there you go. This is it. Okay, and doing the same here, split and delete. And now again from this video to the next one, I will go to transition and add this one. Which one was it? Cross merge, right? It was cross merge, I think it was. Anyway, you can use again whatever you want, whatever you like more. So cross merge, we do it here, right? Go to the end of the video, and one more time going to the media, and now select this one, the combined one, right? Not the separate ones. You got the idea by now, I'm pretty sure. So plus, it will add to the end here. It's running, it's running, it's running, it's running, and here in the end you go again to transition and another cross merge. Bam, add it in the end. There you go. Now if you have more videos, obviously you will continue to add them one by one, and you will have this transition effect between them, which again, it's a fine touch. Instead of jumping from one video to another one suddenly, like, you know, nothing else happens. So you add them one by one with transition effects between them. So this is the final one, and let's see. You just now click on export, create video. How do you want to name it? So yeah, this is test. Do I have a test here? No, I don't have it. So it's a test. It was a previous one. In the same one, it's 1920 x 1080p settings. It's the best quality, right? This is optimized 30 fps with bitrate. Automatically it will select 10,000 when you select the best quality, and the ASC, whatever, I didn't touch those ones. Okay, you click on export and it will start to create this video. Let's wait. It shouldn't take like very long, so bear with me, please. And the final one, you know, when you upload to YouTube, you can attach a picture, an image to that video with whatever you want. In my case, it's a picture like out of Game of Thrones. Anyway, you will see it. It's a nice one, and I will add a text to it saying, this one, Xeon 5660 with DDR3 versus. So whoever is checking it will see that, let's say, like a small picture and description. And that one, I will for that one I will use Photoshop, and I will show you, how I'm using it as well. This one is getting now toward the end, working really well, and you will see how it looks combined. And this one will get basically uploaded to YouTube. It's the final product. All right. We are getting close to the end. If you have a stronger CPU, obviously, the working time it's less than what I have, but it does the job. My 4790K running at 4.5 gigahertz does the job perfectly fine. Okay, and just a little bit more. Come on. And the transition. That's it. Close it. We don't need these anymore. We can close Wondershare. Do you want to save? No, I don't want to save the changes. And here is the final product, guys. Yeah, showing the settings, the CPU running at 4.2, and most importantly the RAM. One it's running at 2000, so 1000 times 2, that's 2000. And let's see the transition between the scenes, how it is. Okay, there you go. Now showing the second one. One more time, you can use whichever transition you find it more appealing to you. It's completely fine. So now it's going into the game. Yeah, looking good. It's showing 69, 63. So it's a side by side. This is how you do it, and in the end, it will close with another transition, not closing it like all of a sudden. Beautiful. And this will get uploaded to YouTube, like I said. Now I have this image, right, that I will use it to upload it to YouTube when uploading video to YouTube. And for this one I am using the old classic and amazing Photoshop. Okay, let's go to File, Open, and again Games Cover, and here I will add a text starting from the middle, and let's see, I want white color, the text to be white color, I want bold, and let's go 40. You can choose whatever you want, obviously. 40, and I have Xeon X5660 4.2 gigahertz, and on the second row DDR3 2000 megahertz versus DDR3 1600 megahertz. Now you align this one, so you go below, right below the writing when the mouse shows like this, and you can drag it to make it centered, whatever, wherever you want it. Like this should be fine. Now again, I will want an outline, red outline for this one, not leaving it simple. And to do that, I'm selecting this one, all the writing, and now click on the Control button on your keyboard. So click on Control, and after you hit on this layer T, and it will make it like this. Go to View, go to Select, Modify, and Expand. How bigger, that borderline to be? Well, 3 pixels, I think should do it, should be fine. You go to 3, you put OK, and it's already making, a bigger one. Now, after this one, you click below here, you will create another layer, create a new layer, right? It created a new layer, and in this new layer, you will use the bucket one to fill it with the desired color. Initially, when you install Photoshop or use a portable version, whatever, here, if you right click, it will start with gradient tool. So a lot of people were asking, I don't have my bucket, man, to work with it. So just right click on the gradient tool and select then the paint bucket tool, and it's selected. I want, like I said, a red color, so this should be this should be fine for me, and I fill it in with this color. This is it. Now I go to select and deselect it. It will look like this, and the last step, I will put layer above layer. So I'm dragging this one to the second one, bam, and this is the effect. I have white writings with red outline. This is how I want it to look. I just press Save As, saving it as JPEG. This is what I want, JPEG, and I'm calling it Games. Okay, Games. Oh man, come on, Games RAM. Games RAM. Save. Okay, I don't need to touch anything else. Close Photoshop. I don't want to save, and this is how it looks. Games RAM. Bam, beautiful. This is it, guys. This is it. So when somebody is checking right before it loads that video, it will show this picture with this small description, DDR3 2000, whatever you want to put in that text file. So this is all I'm using. Now you go to your YouTube channel, blah blah blah, right? Just click on upload. You know what to do. On upload, you just drag and drop. You will have all this here. You can add that picture that you save it. You can include it in a list of files. So everything you need and want to know. Right, if I go to where is it? Where are you now? I don't find it now. I wanted to show something. Anyway, it's there. It is there. My channel. How do I find one of my videos, man? I'm still such a noob. Still such a noob. Okay, Xeon X5660. Now, like this, probably I will find it. Yes, finally, hallelujah. So this is one of them. And you see, this is the picture that people will see with some small description before clicking on that, video, specific video. This is what I was talking about. It's a fine touch, and you just uploaded your video, and that's it. Well, this was it, guys. Not necessarily a tutorial, but one more time explaining the steps and the programs I'm using to create these side-by-side videos that I upload to YouTube. Hope that you guys understood what I wanted to show, and how to use these programs. If you have tried to find some related videos. Obviously, there are more experienced users than me. I'm just a beginner, but this is how it is, and hope that it will help some of you guys out there. Until next time with another video, let's see which one is going to be. Bye bye for now, and enjoy everybody.